Well, you've never done one of these before.
No?
Introducing the beautiful Miss Libby Brown.
Hello.
Hey guys. That sounds, I immediately jump back into the, hey guys.
Yeah.
I only do one of these a year, and it is that time of year. It is December 24th, 2021. So weird to say 2021.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is my Christmas Eve vlog, and thank you for joining it.
Yeah.
I think you've earned the rite of passage through it, right? Where did that Lex go? He just, did he run? Oh, he's behind us. So I want to get this out of the way. My very first, well, we were watching a little bit of my ones that I did, and the first one I did was 2008.
Yeah.
So I was, what did I say, 23 at the time?
Yeah.
I'm now 36. I have to think about that sometimes. I'm 36. So that's been 13 years.
Yeah.
So Lex was just
2 or 3?
he was 2, I think.
2.
So now Lex is 14. And for an old man, he sure does get around.
Come here.
Come here, buddy. So I tried my best to show him when I can. He's going to be 15 February 8th of 2022. So he only has a little over a month, and he'll be 15. So he's still going pretty strong, pretty healthy pup. He sleeps a lot more. Come on, buddy. Look. He's a hairball. I trimmed the hair out of his eyes, but it grows back pretty quick.
That's my favorite part of the thing.
This is always the ones we watched earlier. She was always like, "Oh, Lex." He's not as black haired anymore. It's more of a grayish blue.
He was such a smooth
and he grunts a lot more when you pick him up. I guess while we're on the subject of dogs, because they're pacing everywhere, Arrow was the next one that I got. I showed Arrow in a couple videos. Arrow is now 7.
Yep.
Arrow was born in October. Oh my god. Arrow is 7.
He's a good boy.
He is a good boy. He lays around a lot more now too, but he's still going pretty strong, pretty good boy. He's camera shy and he's like, let me down, but I'll let him down. Say bye. And if you can't tell, this is now, I feel like, I've made this joke a lot over the holidays. I feel like the Bumpus' house, where the dogs just keep running by. So then we welcomed this dog that's fighting me. Come here, River. This is going to be River. River is biting my hand violently. Come on, River. Come on. Don't run away. She'll come back, and I'll introduce her when she comes back and isn't expecting it.
River.
River is our...
Oh, girl, come here.
She'll be a year in February as well.
Yeah? What, 2 days before or after Lex?
2 days before, February 6th. Come here, River. Come here, good girl.
I'll let you down.
Come here, River. Where's my good girl? Where's my good girl? Oh, don't knock
is.
your tree down. Come on. Coming around your back. Coming around your back. She's fighting me. She's biting me. She's coming around. She is, as you can imagine, hyper doggy. Oh, boy. Look at your camera. The beautiful little eyes are biting the crap out of me. This is River. River's song. And she is a Siberian Husky, as you can tell, and has the most energy in the world. And she has me out of breath, and I'm always yelling at her, but care about her a lot, right? Okay.
She's a good girl.
And then the newest addition
very good.
is the little old Violet. Violet is actually your mother's dog.
Yep.
And unfortunately, your mother was moving on from owning dogs. And Louis was very attached to Violet. What is Violet? Dog breed wise.
Oh, she's a Jackapoo.
She is a Jackapoo. She's very tiny, so schmoo.
She's the smoothest.
You hardly ever know she's even here, honestly, if
Yeah.
it isn't for the dogs just roughhousing like they are right now. I'll probably move them into the other room in a minute. But she's about 3 years old, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, my house is it's a lot of dogs.
Dog town.
Yeah, this is, I don't know, that's the theme of the year for me. I started it with 2 dogs, and I now have 4 dogs.
Wow, you doubled.
Yeah, let's keep it at that. So yeah, sticking with the theme of these videos, as you may know or may not know, if you tune into the other ones that I'll eventually link below, because people still say that. You want to move?
Yeah.
They're just entertaining themselves.
Oh, come on.
Is to basically the same time every year touch base with not only whoever still views this channel, but also myself, where I am and how things have changed over time. I mean, my very first video, I was temporarily after college living with my parents for like a month or whatever till I moved out, and then a lot of them were me living at Burgess, me living in Rockville, me away at Japan, me when I first moved into the home. So this year, last year I talked a little bit about the pandemic because 2020 was nuts. We didn't go anywhere. We worked from home. That continued up until August. So even after my last update, which was in obviously December, it went on for another 8 months. If you want, you can just let him outside. Just because she wants to run into the camera and be hyper right now. Come on, Schmoojokes, come on. Come on, you're literally going to knock the camera over, and that is not something I want for right now. Come on, go. You they do. So yeah, the pandemic continued. I will say that job-wise, I got to work from home for another 8 months until eventually we have went back to work in a hybrid situation. I do still work for Johns Hopkins University. Jumping a little bit ahead because we'll go back and talk a little bit about the summer and all. Job-wise, I did recently accept the IT manager job for AAP. So that was a big step up, a lot more responsibility, but I'm excited. I work between DC and Baltimore and still hybrid, and onwards and upwards, you know. Jumping back to the summer, the big thing I wanted to touch on that we did, that I wanted to do for a very long time, is we got to do a road trip.
Yeah.
So we got to, I'm out of breath from just constantly going. Tell them a little bit about what we did.
Well, we went across the country pretty much. We didn't touch California, but we got all the way to Nevada, and it was, how many states?
Oh, I don't even know the number
We
of states.
had a count, but I think it was at least like 19 stops, and the main goal was national parks. So we went to a bunch, starting with White Sands.
Oh, you're jumping right into the national parks. We went to Georgia. We went to the Atlanta Aquarium, which I wanted to do forever. Fantastic. Two whale sharks. Yeah. Oh my God, it's so good. We only stayed there very briefly. I won't break down every step of the trip because that would take a video by itself. But we jumped over to
down to
New
New
Orleans.
Down.
Which
was my first time.
Yeah, my second. The food's fantastic.
Oh my
we
God.
stayed like 3 days there.
Yeah. It was such a good time.
Drove through Texas.
Ate a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Drove through Dallas. Drove through Roswell, which was an interesting time.
It has a certain aroma to it.
and a decor, an alien decor on everything.
Yes.
But then we went to, I think White Sands was our first.
That was our
national
first
park.
stop.
And then we kind of ping-ponged all over the place.
Yeah.
We did the south rim of the Grand Canyon. Then we went to Las Vegas. That was Hoover Dam and Las Vegas, which was completely unplanned. We just threw it in there.
We were so close.
And then we did Zion National Park.
That was our first. Yep.
That
was our first Utah stop.
Yeah.
And then we did
Kanab,
yes.
which had the belly of the beast.
Yeah.
Or the belly of the dragon. I always say belly of the beast. Belly of the dragon. Four Corners. Horseshoe Bend. We skipped Badlands, but we did Arches National Park. Then we went to Denver, and then we had another unplanned stop in the Rocky Mountain National Park, and we camped in tent.
Yeah, that was
really great. Then we did St. Louis and home. And that sounds like, blah, 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 blah. That was 2 weeks of, we slept in the car, we built a bed in the back of the car.
That was really
I think
fun.
the entire 2 weeks we only got a hotel maybe 3 times just to clean off and all. Because when we were in Zion, we did Angel's Landing, which was death-defyingly amazing and scary. And we did the Narrows. I mean,
We definitely needed a shower after the Narrows.
That's a video. Like I said, that trip, and it does. Everybody's like, it's a once in a lifetime, and I was like, once in a lifetime. I'm gonna do something like that again.
There's a lot. There's a lot to see.
We still gotta hit. What is it? Yellowstone and Yosemite, and I mean, honestly, California alone, Death Valley and the General Sherman and the Sequoia National Park. Yeah, so tons to do. Definitely gave me the bug to travel.
Yeah.
In the middle, I mean, COVID lightened up a little bit. COVID right now is getting a little tougher. We were able to see family, which was really great. You can, if you want to touch on anything. I mean, you had an exciting change in job this year too. I mean, they don't know you, so they don't know. But you were a nanny for the past 5 years.
Yeah, I was a nanny for a very long time, and in the summer. Actually, during our trip, I got a call for an interview for the University of Maryland, and I was like, well, we got to stop and get Wi-Fi somewhere. So we stopped. That was one of our hotel stops.
Yep.
And I got the job, and now I'm working in the office of the president at the University of Maryland in Baltimore.
Just awesome. Congratulations,
Yeah.
even though you've been in it for a couple of months. But
thank you.
it's a big change.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's just all around great for us, both job-wise. I mean, we both made some pretty big changes. So getting used to that in the middle of everything. Well, I mean, you moved in too. You moved in.
I was gonna say, and during
that's a
the
big
summer,
change too. You moved in summer because I think last year when I was talking, I was still living with Pat, who most of you know is my best friend.
Pat
if you watch
moved out this
Pat,
year.
Pat bought a house, so congratulations to Pat and his boyfriend Tasso. That was a huge. I mean, came up pretty quick.
I know.
And but we were ready to live together. You were practically living with me already, so it wasn't a big transition. But that's worked out really well. I think I don't know if I touched on it last year or not, but last year I redid the dining room to be a game room.
Yeah.
So we kind of got to experience a newfound hobby that we've gone crazy with this year,
Yes,
board games. So that's been a lot of fun.
It
I
has
mean,
been.
we have so many new games just from the last 2 weeks ago we did PAX Unplugged.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of games from that.
Huge
we got
haul.
a lot of games from gifts between the two of us or whatever.
Yes.
So yeah, there's a lot to do there.
Yeah.
So what else do I usually talk? My family's still all doing great. My grandfather's still doing well. My parents are doing well. Your family is doing well.
Yeah.
So there's nothing really to report there.
We saw them today.
We saw them today, and we will see yours tomorrow.
Yeah.
There was one of your best friend's sister. We went to a wedding this year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's little things, but I like to, looking back, it's always nice to go, oh yeah, we did go to Danny's wedding, and trying to think what else we
had Larkin's wedding.
Larkin's wedding, yeah, very true.
Which is weird because the past 2 years have been like kind of non-existent for social.
Yeah. Well, we
interactions
did
and
keep your
activities.
part of, which was great. You integrated into. I mean, you did this last year, but you integrated into my D&D group that my friend Sean runs.
Yep.
And we were able to keep that up through the pandemic, mostly through the wonders of Zoom working or chatting, video calling, and all.
Yeah, my first game was that.
Yeah, and then once everything got better, back to normal, we were able to integrate that, and you were able to start a character and join us in our adventures, and that's been really great. We look forward to that every month, pretty much.
That's fun.
We sound like a bunch of nerds with board games and D&D and all, but
They're fun.
yeah. I'm trying to think. We also go to
Lot
the
of
casino.
cooking.
We go to the casino. Oh yeah. I guess cooking would be probably better. We go to the casino. We have fun there. We play roulette. That was the first time. I think prior to this year, I had never had the guts to go to the casino to actually play a table game. And I mean, there's a whole bad story with that where I went to play poker and bought in for $100, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do real smart, and immediately it was first or second hand. I think it was second hand.
Yeah.
I had what at the time I thought was a really good hand, and some guy who could tell I was green as anything.
Yeah.
Bet the pot up, and I lost it on. I was like, oh no.
He thought his pocket queens would hold up.
Yeah, and then I bought back in, and we played roulette, and I walked away, I think with a $60 buy-in.
Yep.
I think it was $800.
It was crazy.
But I mean, we don't go nuts, but we go to the casino. It's a good time. You turn me on the slots and stuff, which I'd never done.
I didn't think that was possible.
Well, you gotta. I don't know. I don't totally love them. Roulette's my game, but. Cooking is more important. We definitely cook a lot. A lot of recipes we try. I like that about. I mean, I've always cooked a little bit, but in the last 2 years, I think I've cooked a lot more.
Yeah.
And when I start getting requests from my family and all to bring dishes, repeat dishes and all, that's always a good feeling. So,
You're good at it too, so
I appreciate it. You encourage me and you cook with me,
Yeah,
which is always
it's fun.
fun. We just need to. I thought about selling the house this past year. I did a lot of house remodeling stuff because the market's just booming. But the thing is, it'd kind of be stupid to sell right now because unless I had a place to go, anywhere I sell and move to within the state is ridiculously priced.
Yeah.
So I did refinance my house, which was a great idea.
Yeah.
Because my payment's so much lower, and I
Yeah,
can put more
that's
towards
really
the principal. This is boring talk, but I mean, in the future, that's the great thing about looking at these videos. is like when I was 23.
Yeah.
Well, but when I was 23, I was like, yeah, this movie was good. And like now I'm like, I refinanced my house. And I mean, I'm 36.
Old.
I mean, you're 30.
Yes.
So you're younger than me. So
Yeah.
in 6 years, you'll be talking about refinancing and stuff. It's the coming of age thing. Of coming of age at 35.
Well, we redid the dog room. We redid the kitchen.
Oh, yeah, we did. I mean...
upgraded the basement a little bit.
Oh, I had a basement
Due to a flood.
Yeah, I had a basement flood from a backed up pipe on the street.
Mm-hmm.
But because of that, we upgraded the carpet and had to go through insurance, and I rebuilt all the walls and all downstairs, repainted the bathroom.
Very handy.
Well, I tried to be. Rebuilt the shed doors and all.
Mm-hmm.
Projects,
that's right.
yeah.
And we did the garden.
We did do the garden. It didn't produce as much
thing.
as we were hoping, but
Yeah.
did a lot of pickling and stuff like that. So, well, I don't want to go on too long. I'm trying to think what else I normally talk about. I think that's pretty much family, friends are all doing great. Sean and Amanda got engaged this year.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So
That's exciting.
that was exciting.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen a lot of friends I haven't seen because COVID, unfortunately, still is sort of going on. Mm-hmm. We did get to finally go see some movie. Our first movie was Mortal Kombat. So it's like, one of those things where you're tricking yourself into thinking things are back to normal. They're not yet, because there's friends like Bob and Victor and all that I have not seen in 2 years. So
it's probably weird.
Super weird.
I mean, I feel you. There's people.
There's
like
friends
that.
I mean, I've met some of your friends, but I haven't met them all.
No.
So, hopefully things do get better. I did win. I won tickets to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Through the casino. But that's in February, and we don't know.
Fingers crossed that it will be still going on and not canceled, and everything just goes very smoothly.
Yeah.
Because that's
Tickets to the Super Bowl.
It was funny too, because when we entered, he was like, "I would be the worst person to win this."
And then I got a call the day after my birthday.
Yeah.
They're like, "You won 2 tickets."
Also, 5 minutes after saying, "I never win anything."
Yeah, but if it gets canceled, my luck.
This
this will just.
But you did technically win them.
I did win them. So.
They're not in hand yet. But.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, otherwise, I think that's pretty much the main things.
It's been a good year.
It's been a very good year.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I unfortunately have had bad years through the pandemic of friends and stuff. But last year, honestly, I met you, and it was a really good year.
Yeah.
And we got to, like I said, experience new hobbies and bring a lot of new things into each other's lives and live together. And I mean, it's been great.
Yeah.
So 2021 was just as good, if not better, because of the road trip and all.
Yeah.
Than 2020, and I'm hoping 2022.
It's weird.
Really weird. Is even better. So hopefully I will be able to do. You know it's coming. I'm gonna say I hopefully will be able to do another one of these next year, unless I die or something else. But let's hope for better luck than that.
You doing good so far.
Doing good so far. I think maybe if I keep saying it at the end of these videos.
Oh, that's your luck.
So eventually I'll be 200 years old. And no, I don't age either in this scenario.
Okay, all right. When do you stop? Now?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's hope. I don't want to get any older. But yeah, I think that's pretty much where we'll leave it. And hopefully we'll see you next year.
Yeah.
And everybody have a happy holiday. And
Merry Christmas.
Or whatever else you celebrate, if that's how it goes. But yeah, until December 24th, 2022. Till then. Bye.
Bye.